Almost. It's verifying live transition.
Thank you for logging on to the Voice Sports Network for this broadcast of high school sports. We encourage you to go to the games and support your area teams. We know you have a choice, and thank you for choosing us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game. We encourage you to visit their businesses and use their service as often as possible. Be sure to tell them thanks for their support. Now, sit back and enjoy the game, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
That's right, folks. Sit back and enjoy the game. Leo, Indiana, Steve Roberts, Mike Walker, AllenCountyVoice.com, bringing you the action tonight. The Leo Lions and the New Haven Bulldogs, both teams coming in 3-0. Leo ranked 11th in the state currently, and New Haven ranked number 12 in the state, both coming off a couple of wins from last week. I'm going to turn it over to Mike Walker to work with some action in the production truck, and I'll be back with you momentarily. Go ahead, Mike.
All right, folks. Hey, we're really glad you're tuning in tonight. A little bit of a mist here hitting now at the Lions Den here out at Leo Junior Senior High.
The jungle.
and we're going to try to keep dry here, but hopefully we're going to be in for a really, really good matchup between, like Steve said, the New Haven Bulldogs, the undefeated New Haven Bulldogs, and the undefeated Leo Lions. So far, both teams come in the NE8 play 3-0, and this is probably the biggest game so far of the year in the NE8. And I'm
we lost connection, and now we're trying to get back.
How long was I off?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm guessing during the national anthem.
Okay.
It said out of memory. And I think we're back, Mike.
Okay, I believe we're back. We're not sure where we got cut off there, folks. We're just talking about some of the highlights of the game.
But did want to mention, obviously, this is the 14th anniversary of
the terrorist attacks there in New York City.
Tragic day in American history.
Since 9/11. So we're not sure where we lost connection there, but the flag flying at half mast, and the Leo Jazz Choir doing a really nice rendition of the national anthem. So we thank them. Again, talking about this game, two really evenly matched teams. Both of the defenses are pretty salty, Steve. Not giving up a lot of points on the season. Both offenses pretty potent. We've talked about New Haven's a little more quick attack, quick scoring attack. Leo, a little bit more ball control running attack. So, again, tonight, on a little bit of a slick field, a little bit of a damp night, a lot of times what these games come down to are turnovers. So whoever holds on to the ball is probably going to have an advantage, and then whoever maybe makes that special teams play is going to be at a little bit of advantage.
I couldn't agree more, Mike. Like as you mentioned, the field is not friendly to the feet tonight, and I'm pretty sure the New Haven Bulldogs are going to get a fairly decent dose of Hensinger tonight. Yeah,
and again, Leo a little bit will maybe do some running back by committee with Hensinger and Lambright, and they may throw in another kid here or there to run the ball. But New Haven is led with a three-prong attack. You got quarterback Keyshawn Moore, who's, I believe, leading the NE8 in passing. He's thrown out for about 550-some yards. You got running back Nyshawn Jones, who's, I think, run for almost 390-some yards. I'm not sure. And then Tyon Woods, their receiver, who's racked up over 300 yards receiving. So that's New Haven's three-pronged attack, and we'll see how Leo's pretty staunch defense sets up to take care of those three guys.
Yeah, talk about the defense. Last week, Leo gave up one total yard.
1 yard against Norwell.
Against Norwell.
School record.
Offensive yard.
Yeah.
Negative 13 passing. And I'm sorry, negative 13 rushing and 12 passing.
Correct.
If I'm
not mistaken. Yeah, yes. So 1 yard of offense for the Norwell Knights last week. They did struggle. So, again, a lot of people talking about this maybe being a high-scoring game, and I tend to disagree. I think the defense for both teams may come out tonight and test each other, and we'll see. But I think we're in for a good game either way.
Absolutely, and we're ready to have the kickoff. Looks like New Haven won the toss. Going to defer to the second half, where they will return the ball the third quarter. So, back deep, number 12 is Trenton Bonner, the sensational speedy sophomore, and that was shanked to the side. And this is totally can't see the number.
Great field position there by the Lions. So a shanked kickoff. That was Zach Sauer. Who picked up that short kick and actually has returned the ball into New Haven territory. So really good starting field position so far for the Lions.
Yeah, he didn't really get all that, get it the way he wanted to hit it. Kind of hit off the side, spun around, almost went out of bounds.
Probably not the way the coaches drew that opening kickoff up.
It's a pretty fair assessment. Here's Hensinger. We talked about him at the beginning of the game. He's got a lane down to the right side. One man to beat. And Tyler Hensinger is down inside the 10-yard line. 1st and 10, Leo. A huge play off the right side. The opening play for Leo.
I was going to talk a little bit about, too, Steve, how DeKalb last week held New Haven to the lowest scoring game of the season with ball control. They held the ball for a majority of that game. And that kept New Haven's high-powered offense off the field. So far, we've got Leo with a pretty quick strike running play. Almost a score there by Hensinger. Like I said, it's going to be a high-scoring game, Steve.
Right. Yeah, I mean, we can sit here and speculate all we want and comment on the tendencies and how things usually happen. Hensinger up the middle again. Ball came out, and now we got a turnover. How about that? So we highlighted some items that might happen, and that time I couldn't really tell who got the pop, but it was a helmet directly on the ball, and Hensinger coughed it up.
Yeah, and there's no doubt, like I said, that field is wet. It's just been peppering, just almost a little bit heavier than a mist for about 20 to 30 minutes, so the field is damp, and that ball's going to be slick, and like I said, whoever wins the turnover battle may win this game because Leo was knocking on the door, and New Haven is now taking over. So that's going to give New Haven a 1st and 10 on their own 7. With a lot of field to go. New Haven in a spread.
He's got a man wide open,
and he overthrew him. Great play setup, great play design, a little pitch to the back. He faded to the right. All the Lions bit. They came up. And a wide receiver, that's number 5, it looks like, for New Haven. That was Tremont Jackson, who was wide open, and he was just overthrown. Great play design, though, by New Haven.
So a little trickeration.
And it worked, almost.
Right. Yep, you got to execute on every piece of the play, not just the setup. Like a joke, really, you know. Hand off this side. Nice job that time. Bringing him down. That was Mason Kern that got there initially.
That's their big running back, Nashawn Jones. So that's going to bring up with that missed trick play for no yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and 7. See what New Haven brings to the line here. So a couple of really quick, big plays, almost a big play for New Haven to start this game.
Yeah.
So some excitement and really a packed house here in the jungle.
And that was a keeper that time. Keyshawn Moore didn't have a whole lot looking downfield. I think they're going to call that a coverage stop. Usually you get a coverage sack out of something like that when you have excellent coverage by the defensive backs down the field. The quarterback has nobody to throw it to. It winds up taking the sack. Well, obviously we can see the fleet of foot Keyshawn Moore able to make a little bit of something out of nothing there. And it's going to bring up 4th and 3.
And it looks like the Bulldogs are going for it here.
Doesn't appear that New Haven is looking to punt. Or it might be a quick punt. That's what Leo's ready for.
Sauer drop back just in case they are going to punt the ball here.
And it's Moore in the back, and it's going to be a quick punt. And that's a nice half spiral there. Taken deep there by the Leo Lion offense. Oh, we got a flag on the play.
So a little quick kick there by New Haven like we kind of speculated they would do. Pretty silly this early in the game to go for it when you're only on your 11-yard line. And they did. They quick kicked out to Sauer. Zach Sauer, who had a pretty good return there. We have a flag down on the play. As soon as we get the call. And that is on the Lions, and that's gonna move them back 10 yards. I didn't get if it was a hold. Yeah, block in the back possibly there.
Illegal block in the back by Leo.
So that's going to give the Lions the ball
In this possession.
on their 49.
The Leo 49.
Kloffenstein giving Lambright some instruction out of the backfield. Now they have the play set up.
Kloffenstein looking deep, takes the underneath route, a nice check down. A great job there. He was looking to go long there on the outside. Looked like Mr. Lambright had a streak down the right sideline, found out he was covered, and checked it down to Gunnar Brown there.
Yeah, Gunnar Brown just kind of came over the middle. He kind of sat down in the middle of the field. There was nobody there, and Kloffenstein found him, and good gainer there. First down, 10 with Leo on the New Haven 40. 0-0 score here with 9:19 to go in the first quarter. There's Lambright, the fullback with just a short game, maybe a half a yard. So nice defense by New Haven. Did not give up much there, if anything. Birch for the Bulldogs made the tackle. Brings up 2nd and 9. The ball on about the 39.
So Leo lined up with 3 backs this time, as you might have already mentioned, but again, I've been talking to the guys in the production truck. A pitch to the left side to Hensinger, trying to find the outside, having his blockers help him out. Going to pick up about 3 on the play.
Yeah, there was nothing there really. Initially, it looked like New Haven was going to make that for a no-gainer, and Hensinger's second effort kind of got him a little forward momentum there, and he gained about 3 yards on the play. So good effort by Hensinger to keep the legs turning over. That's going to bring up looks like about a 3rd and 6. Yeah, we got to keep those guys in the production truck on their feet.
Absolutely.
Last time I checked in there, they were eating some Marco's pizza.
Oh, how about Marco's?
And, yeah, I don't think they were doing their jobs. Inside slant there to Gunnar Brown, and the ball was a hair high, but very catchable. Hit him in the hands, but it just kind of glanced off again. I'm gonna say a little of that's maybe for a slick ball. But a nice play set up, and if he had caught that ball, there was a lot of open room in the middle of the New Haven defense. A lot of green. Well, looks like the Lions on 4th and 6 are going to go for it. But we'll see. We'll see. There may be a quick kick here, but Kloffenstein is taking the snap under center. Looks like Jared Sauter, Coach Sauter, is going to take a timeout.
Lions take timeout.
And he doesn't look happy. He's waving the team over pretty emphatically. Not sure what's going on. But it looked like they were going to go for it there no matter what. I mean, they couldn't draw New Haven off sides. They're 6 yards to a first down, so that wouldn't matter. And I'm not sure why Coach Sauter's upset. Probably he didn't get a piece of Marco's pizza.
Yeah. Talking about Marco's, I don't have the liners, but I can tell you Marco's Pizza, located here in Leo, Indiana, is some of the finest pizza, chicken fingers and tenders and subs and breads and carry out and delivery. Marcos.com is the way to go.
White cheesy pizza.
Absolutely.
Leo only. Marco's Pizza, located in downtown Leo, serves not only pizza, but wings, subs, breads, and many other delicious items. Marco's also offers catering, carry out, and delivery. Marco's Pizza in Leo. Kloffenstein drops back.
Man, wide open, it's Lambright.
Ground caused that fumble, but the referee didn't give indication. Yeah, they're going to give the ball to the Lions. Great hit by 2 New Haven defensive backs. They kind of high-load Lamb right here, and he went up in the air, and when his back hit the ground, he did lose the ball, but the ground did cause the fumble there, so Lions are going to maintain possession. Great offensive play there by Leo.
Absolutely.
Gives them a first down, 1st and 10 with the ball on the 18.
Yeah, and again, they just found the soft underside on the flats on the right sideline there. Lambright was able to get in space and tried to go airborne, and sometimes that'll make you pay.
Yeah, a lot of times you hear coaches say keep your feet on the ground because when you get in the air, bad things happen.
Hensinger tries to go up the middle and tackled by a pack of Bulldogs? Not a pack.
Yeah, a pack of dogs, pack of Bulldogs, right? Yeah, there was nothing doing there on the interior there. Hensinger takes the handoff, runs right up the gut, and finds a wall of Bulldogs or a pack, whichever you prefer.
I've heard it both ways, folks.
It was an effective stop anyway, and they're going to give him possibly a half yard. So that brings up 2nd and 9 with the ball on the New Haven 17 with 6:39 to go here in the first quarter. And we've got some stoppage here. Referee blew the whistle. Oh, we've got a player down for New Haven, number 47, I believe it is.
He just sent Rinker out.
Oh.
The ref pointed at Austin Rinker, number 21. It looks like he had a uniform malfunction.
It might have been. It could have been maybe it was something with his shoulder pad. I'm not sure. Anyway, play resumes now.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure either. It's a fake handoff, and this is Klopfenstein up the gut. He is
just short.
Almost in for the touchdown.
Maybe by a half a yard, if that.
That's that read option that you see so much in college football,
yeah.
And now they've adapted it into the pro level. You're talking about just, the quarterback is going to read the defensive end, whether he's crashing down. If he is, he's going to take it himself. If he's not, he's going to give it to the running back to run right through the left side. And, obviously that was the right choice. He was able to get up the gut, knife inside, and almost take it to the hizzy.
Yeah, Klopfenstein made the right call by keeping the ball. The defensive end, like you said, Steve, came crashing upfield, and it left a big gap in the New Haven defense, and Klopfenstein held on to the ball and almost weaved his way for a touchdown. That makes it first down and goal to go, and I believe they are inside. And we've got a snap back here, so hopefully I can zoom this in before the play. And he's in. That's Klopfenstein with the keeper. So Leo, and the biggest hit on the play was when Klopfenstein and Brown high-fived, and Klopfenstein knocked Brown on his can.
And I'm sure you all saw that because I watched it on the monitor.
So we're hoping Gunnar Brown's okay after that celebration.
So that'll bring on BVG. Ben Von Gutten, the sensational sophomore with a 140-pound leg, to put it through the uprights for the extra point.
And it is true, and that's going to give the Lions an early 7-0 lead with 5:30 to go here in the first quarter. So the Lions strike first in a big NE8 game. University of St. Francis, known for quality academic options and dedicated professors. You'll discover the perfect program to fit your interests and goals. See for yourself what USF has to offer. Visit online at sf.edu. New Holland Tri-County. Get the new Rustler utility vehicle at New Holland, which combines rugged construction and gritty performance with comfort. Numerous choices to choose from. Visit New Holland Tri-County on Highway 1 South in Bluffton for the Rustler utility vehicle. All right, that brings both teams back out on the field for Leo's first kickoff of the game, and that's going to be Ben Von Gutten with the kick. Normally he kicks pretty deep, so not a lot, if any, wind tonight, so that's not going to play a factor in the kicking game at all.
No, it really won't, Mike.
Von Gutten lines it up.
Number 3, Deshaun Jones, and number 5, Tremont Jackson await the
Jones and Jackson back for the Bulldogs. And there is a nice high kick by Von Gutten.
About the 6-yard line.
Tremont carries.
And he's brought down by a couple of lines. That was Rinker.
Brought down near the 20.
And number 14, Taylor Garden.
That was Tremont Jackson with the return. And a lot of times on that return, you just like to pick a hole and take it. He kind of did that, but then he second-guessed, backtracked a little bit, and lost some yardage. So New Haven will start with 1st and 10 on their own 20. We'll see if New Haven can answer Leo's score. So far, the Leo defense has done really pretty well against this high-powered, quick-striking attack of the Bulldogs.
Indeed. Here's Jones. It's a quick screen. Knocked down, almost knocked away, or almost picked off, really. It's a great job there.
That was number 13, I think.
That's Michael Lance.
Yeah,
Lance got in there, saw that he was going for a quick bubble screen, jumped the route. I think he was pushed in the back, otherwise he probably would have picked it off.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, that was close. Initially, I thought he was going to grab it and go, but it just glanced off his hand. So 2nd down and 10 on the 20-yard line for New Haven. 5:17 to go here in the first quarter. So the Lion defense all over the Bulldogs so far early in this game. Jones takes the snap under center. He hands.
He's brought down for a gain of about 6 yards.
That was Jones with the carry.
Jones meets Carpenter.
Again, a pretty good defensive play by Lions. A lot of tacklers there to make that play. They do get to the ball as a team, which is one of the reasons they have a pretty good defense. It's never usually one-on-one when a tackle's being made. So that brings up a 3rd and 4 here for New Haven. Moore's in the shotgun this time. He's got a wide open receiver.
And he did have enough for the first down.
So a nice play there. A lot of there's a flag down on the play.
So again, just to highlight on the screen there, we did bring the Voice Network to you live from the jungle in Leo, Indiana. The Leo Lions versus New Haven Bulldogs.
So we had an illegal receiver downfield. Obviously, Leo's going to take that because New Haven did pick up the first down, so that's going to move them back. That's a big play right there early in the game.
Yeah, you go from a third and fairly short, 3rd and about 4, to getting a 5-yard gain for the first down. Now that's taken back. You had a 3rd and pretty long 9 yards for Keyshawn Moore, the starting quarterback. And we're going to run down the starters here just a little bit. After this play from the Bulldogs, they come out in a 5-wide receiver set. Keyshawn Moore in the backfield by himself. Drops back deep. He's going to throw it.
He lost the ball.
Hard to tell over here if it was recovered. I think it was out of bounds.
Yeah, I think the ball trickled out of bounds, so New Haven will maintain possession, but that is going to be 4th down.
Yeah, Jacob Milady kind of got burned on the initial tackle there and was able to recover and make the tackle, ganged up on him by another Pride of Lions, and able to knock the ball at least out of bounds. So it's going to bring up 4th and 7 for the Bulldogs with 4:02 left in the first quarter here from Leo.
All right, again,
let's see if they change the formation. Right,
New Haven winds up like they're going to go for it, and that's with the quarterback there, Keyshawn Moore. And he does punt again.
This one's an end over end, and this also looks like Leo's just going to let it die.
All right, so that gives the Lions the ball for their 3rd possession. Again, they started the game with a huge run by Tyler Hensinger and then fumbled, knocking on the end zone door to give the Bulldogs the ball. So this is Leo's 3rd possession of the ballgame. They did score on their 2nd possession. Craig Klovenstein with a quarterback keeper.
I want to take a quick moment to thank our sponsor from TW Fable, located inside the clubhouse at Timber Ridge Golf Course, 2330 East, 250 North in Bluffton. Features a fine dining experience Tuesday through Saturday. And if you're looking for a great lunch, visit the 250 Grill. We still don't know what the significance of the 250 is, but I assure you we'll find out, folks. Here's Hensinger across the right side again. able to get outside just like he did. That was the same play they ran the first time, kind of just an off-tackle right and let him get to the first level. Once he breaks that, let him get through the first level. Once he gets to that second level, he can easily make a linebacker miss, or if he doesn't, he's usually able to truck it right down his throat.
That's what makes Hensinger a good back. He usually takes the ball and pretty quickly hits the hole. Now, he does watch and wait for his hole, but when he hits it quick, and like you said, Steve, when he gets to that second level, he can shake and bake a little bit and make people miss.
Indeed. So a first down run for Leo. A 3 wide is going to run the option. It's pitched a little bit behind Hensinger, but he's able to pick it up. And he's on the outside again for another 11 or 12 yards there. A great run that time again by Hensinger, and a nice use of the option, which we don't see a whole lot so far from the Leo Lions.
Good pitch by Kloffenstein, and Hensinger able to get that edge. So a pretty athletic team here in New Haven, yet Hensinger quick enough to get that edge and gain some really good yardage there, making it 1st and 10 for the Lions with 3:14 to go here in the first quarter. Ball on the Lion 47.
Kloffenstein, fake handoff to Hensinger, takes it up the middle and absolutely runs over the New Haven defender for an extra 2 yards. And some of the guys over to our left, the New Haven radio station, gave us a little scoring update across the SAC. The Concordia, don't call them cadets. I think it's cadets, right?
Concordia cadets.
Yeah, I've heard it both ways.
Shagler on,
Really? Cadets?
He says cadets.
Come on, Tommy.
I'm gonna call Tommy. We're gonna talk about it.
Concordia over Snyder, currently 6-0 in the first quarter, halfway through. And Homestead against Carroll. That's going to be a big game as well, Mike.
Big game.
7-0 in the first.
Those two teams met a lot in their old conference, and this is the first time they're meeting in their new conference. So two teams very familiar with each other.
So a quick handoff up the middle. This is Mr. Lambright. That was just a little 20 trap up the gut. And Lambright did the rest.
Well, I'll tell you something I just noticed after that play, too, Steve. I see some hands on hips there for New Haven, some heads down a little bit there, because normally by this point in the game, anytime they've played this year, they've already been in the lead. And they've been run on here, I think, like they've not been run on yet this year. So a little bit confused, maybe a little bit shell-shocked. So we'll see how
you can see the sun might be in their eyes, too.
Yeah, well, the sun is at a very, very low angle now at this time of evening.
Excuse me.
But I'm glad to see the sun.
Kloffenstein drops back. Might be looking for Gunner on the side. A great defensive play there. And
number 41.
Yeah.
Desmond
Coleman, 6'1", 205, senior. He came in with the quickness. A great play by Coleman. I think Gunner Brown would have been open on the right sideline with a double move there, but
didn't have time.
Again, you can be open all you want, but if your quarterback's eating grass, you're not going to get many completions.
Well, and that tells you the athletic ability of Coleman, because Kloffenstein's not slow himself, and Coleman closed on him and made a great play.
Yeah, absolutely. So Kloffenstein in the shotgun, 2nd and 11, runs the fake option. This is Trenton Bonner, cuts it up, cuts it back, and Bonner still on his feet. And he has enough for the Lion. First down, a great play. Gain of about 13 yards on the play.
And we've talked about Trenton Bonner's
speed.
My
land, the kid. Gee whiz.
I think he surprised the Bulldogs there a little bit. They saw the pitch, but he turned the corner and gains a ton of ground in just a heartbeat.
Well, it was a nicely designed play. They run a fake option to the right, and the running back comes back the receiver comes back, Bonner, in the slot. The reverse to the left. So a well-designed play and nicely executed that time by Bonner. And this is Hensinger off the right side. He's not going down easy.
And there's a personal foul. The whistles,
whistle was blown.
Wasn't really a rough play, but the whistles had blown for 5 seconds. Yeah. And you got to just let the play end at that point, and the New Haven Bulldog defender wrestled him down.
Yeah, see, the thing is when you're on defense like that and you have a running back like Hensinger whose feet just don't stop.
Never stops.
His feet don't stop.
It's frustrating.
It is frustrating, and you want him to just stop. And I kind of give him a little slack for that.
A little bit for the doubt there. Yep.
But he did wrap him around the helmet and kind of throw him down. So they're going to call that every single time. That's going to be Leo ball.
That's the problem. You had all 3 referees blowing their whistles simultaneously for about 3 or 4, maybe 5 seconds, and then he made the tackle. So That's going to give Leo first. They're on their 5, and we'll see if they get a playoff here. There's 24 seconds to go. I believe they'll get the playoff. So Lions knocking on the door for their second score of the game on the 5-yard line. Kloffenstein under center.
This is Hensinger again. And he's brought down by quite a few Bulldogs there.
And that's going to be the final play here of the first quarter.
As the first quarter ends.
With the Lions 7, the New Haven Bulldogs 0. So a good score here for the Leo Lions. Good start by the Lions. And we will be right back after a message from our sponsors.
Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you? Or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. They want to provide you protection from the unfortunate things that can happen and often do happen. The cheapest insurance is often not the best.
Visit online at grableinsurance.com or stop in the office on Pony Express Run inside the Mercantile Office Park directly across from Higher Grounds Coffee House and see Ray Gage or Arnie Myers. Grable Insurance is a proud sponsor of East Allen County High School athletics. Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire...
And we are back. Had to stop the IPT a little bit short there. We'll definitely hear back from them later. As I finally was able to find the guys in the production truck to get the Subway/University of St. Francis scoreboard.
And hey, it only took those guys 30 minutes to get that up. Thanks, guys. Great effort. Thanks for putting your pizza down for Marcos for long enough to help us out here.
Absolutely. So Lions 7-0, starting the second quarter. Only about 12 seconds in, and they are on the doorstep again, about the 4-yard line.
So it's third down and goal. Big play here early in the game.
The 3-back set, you got to think it's going to Lambright, but it's not. And it went to Hensinger off the left side, and that time, number
28?
29er, Jacob Birch was able to get in virtually untouched. Not sure exactly what happened there, Mike.
No, it had to be a blown block, really. So somebody missed their assignment there because he was untouched, and you don't tackle Lambright easily. Great leg tackle there by Birch, making it.
Well, no, that was Hensinger.
Or Hensinger on the run. Sorry, yeah, and you know how quick he is. So very athletic, and looks like the Lions are going to go for it. Is this not fourth?
Second down? Okay, 2nd and 5.
Because of the penalty, I believe, yeah.
Here's a pitch outside to Bonner. Bonner trying to get the edge. And there's a penalty on the backside now.
And that looks like they're going to get the Lions for a hold.
There's a penalty flag.
Let's see if we can. Holding Leo. So that's a big penalty right there. That's going to knock them back 10 yards.
And in all actuality, they could have got the New Haven defender for a horse collar, but no harm, no foul, no call. So
yeah, he did trail and grabbed him by the back of the jersey there, and you're not allowed to do that in high school. So all right, that makes it 2nd down and 17 after the holding penalty. So that bumps the Lions back. Actually, more than 10 yards. That's a spot foul. So they're back on they're on the 18. So 2nd and 18, which is really 2nd and goal.
Yes, 2nd and goal from the 18. Lions in a 3-back set. It's Kloffenstein dropping back, looking for the corner route. This is Zach Sauer through the hands.
Yeah, pretty good attempt there by Kloffenstein, and Sauer just not able to concentrate that ball to stick to his hands because it was there. And he had it for a second there.
Yeah, and Kloffenstein did a really good job of putting it up in the air where he could turn around and jump and make a play on it. You don't always come down with him, but it was a good throw and a good effort either way. So
yeah, not necessarily any defensive credit there. Just Sauer needs to hang on to that ball. Again, we're gonna assume the balls are still a little slick. I can see the little bit of the mist glinting off the field from here, so it still has to be pretty slick.
Here's Kloffenstein again, a little bit of time, and no time.
Buried.
Time ran out, and he is brought down big.
Huge hit.
And we're going to see now the fourth and really long if Coach Sauter is going to bring in BVG for a field goal. It doesn't look like they're keeping him or like they're bringing him in.
No, it doesn't. Probably with these wet conditions, that would be a really tough kick.
They do bring in the smaller lineup. They bring in Sauer. They bring in Bonner. They bring in Bo Carpenter. Lambright and Clevis Parker, a couple of big guys come out. So they're going away from the punch, and they're getting the speed out there. You got Bonner in the backfield, 4 wide receiver. Kloffenstein at the shotgun, 4th and 26 yards. And he's throwing it. And there is a flag. We'll see what that was. I think it was away from the ball. I'm not sure what happened.
I don't see a flag down, Steve.
I could have sworn I saw one. Maybe I'm blind.
Yep, I'm not seeing one, so I think New Haven – well, maybe there is. Yeah, there was a flag, and it's an ineligible. So it doesn't matter. Leo did not make the play. Ineligible receiver. New Haven's going to decline.
They're going to take it over at the 26 here in the second quarter.
So a huge, huge holding call.
Sorry if you didn't see that, folks. The camera guy, whoever's running that thing tonight. Jeez, oh.
That last play didn't get caught?
No, I
was hoping I got it.
Just busting your chops.
I was eating Marco's pizza and just concentrating on the sauce.
Tell you what, like every game, like before every game, I get myself a slice of Marco's in the old in the booth up there. It is amazing.
And we do get free pizza because we are media.
Right. We got the credentials and stuff. It's a jet sweep on the left side.
A really good gainer there. And that was Kion Woods for the carry. He got the edge on the line, so that's a really good gainer there. One of the best there on the night for New Haven.
Yeah, they ran Kion in motion out of the slot. As soon as the ball was snapped, direct handoff. We see that play quite a bit. A lot of misdirection. It's just kind of getting a head start on the defense.
Yeah, and you got, as a defense, you got to maintain that edge and play sound and not let them get it. But they got it there, so it's 2nd down and 1 with 8:53 to go here in the second.
They fake the same play to the left side, and this time, whoa! It's brought down and fumbled and picked up by Bo Carpenter.
And there was no whistle, so that play is going to stand.
And that is a fumble recovery. I'm sorry, that was Mason Kern. I apologize, Mr. Kern, Mrs. Kern.
So
a huge tackle by Jahan Allen in the backfield on Keyshawn Moore. Jahan was able to get in there. He whipped him down, and the ball came loose. Mason Kern picks it up, goes almost the whole distance. So we talk about it, and we're seeing it, and turnovers and turnovers. But you know what? Those couple turnovers, they weren't really caused by the weather, by the wet field, by this or that.
They were both caused by good defensive plays for the most part. Yeah.
So when Hensinger gave it up, he got hit the helmet to the ball, the way you should tackle. And the ball came out. This time, Jahan Allen at 6'4",
big hit by the big fella.
is able to make the play there.
So Lions again knocking on the door. Let's see if they
can
use it.
This is Lambright up the gut. Lions are saying he's in. That's close enough, and he is
just short.
Just down at about the 1-yard line.
Boy, you like to see your big back hit the hole that quick. The hole opened up, and Lambright was through it in a shot in an instant. And he is just 1 yard shy. So, again, Leo with a really short run here to get it into the end zone. They've been here, it seems like, all night, and they can't seem to get it over for their second score of the evening.
Yeah, you got to think they have a little bit of momentum right now.
Kloffenstein under center. He's going to keep it.
It's a keeper, and he is in. If there's a flag, it might have left early.
So the referee on the far side has his hands up signaling touchdown, but there is a flag down here on the near side, and it could be offsides on New Haven or it looks like it's procedure on the Lions. False start. So again, another penalty. Kills a Leo score or kills a Leo scoring opportunity. And that happens, you're down there, you need to fire off the ball, and a guy just flinches a little soon, and the referee picked it up, and that movement was enough to knock the Lions back 5 yards. So another big penalty.
Yeah, that is salt in the wound if you're Coach Souter. He has deja vu all over again from what happened last drive.
Yeah.
And he's going to try and right the wrong here.
Still just makes it 2nd down and 6. So
shotgun. Now, he likes to go to Zach Sauer in the corner on this one. We'll see what he goes with. It's an option to Hensinger. Hensinger stringing it to the outside. He does pick up a great block that time by Zach Sauer, and he is in the end zone.
Beautiful run. Beautiful block by Sauer. And you know what I like about Hensinger? He immediately went up to Sauer and gave him a big hug and high five and said, thanks for leading the way, because that did open up that score.
Yeah, I mean, the way that they lined up was with just a single wide receiver down to the left. They pitched it out to the left. It was a foot race to the end zone. There was nobody in the central part of the field that was going to catch him. It was just one man on the outside. And like you said, great block by Zach Sauer. And 13-0 lead here in the second quarter, 7:47 in BVG for the extra point. It's up, and of course it is good. So that will update our Subway / St. Francis scoreboard 14-0 in favor of the home Leo Lions. And speaking of St. Francis, Mike, they're really known for quality, academics, options, and dedicated professors. You'll discover the perfect program to fit your interest and goals. See for yourself what USF has to offer. Visit online at sf.edu. And also, Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage that you can afford. Grable Insurance on Pony Express Run inside the Mercantile Office Park here in Leo, Indiana.
So, a quick offensive start here on the night by the Lions, 14-0.
Yeah.
Again, I'm watching the New Haven defense, and they're a little bit frustrated. They haven't had this happen to them all year. They're not used to being pushed around.
True.
They're not used to guys getting the edge on them.
That is true.
And so we'll continue to watch these guys, the New Haven Bulldog defense demeanor, because right now they're just a little bit shell-shocked, down 14.
Right. And, Mike, if you're Coach Souter and if I'm Coach Souter, I think I found a little bit of a weakness where I can exploit New Haven on the offensive side of the ball.
Yes.
And I'll talk about that here after this kick from BVG deep. And this is taken by number 5, Tremont Jackson. And he goes for a little bit. He's going for a long bit. And brought down at a cross midfield to the 45-yard. A great run there.
And that's where New Haven can strike quick on special teams. They've got guys that know what they're doing, some really athletic players that can make things happen, and he almost broke that for a touchdown.
Indeed. But as I was saying prior to kickoff, if I am Coach Souter and the Leo Lions, I think I found the edge. And what I mean by the edge is get to the edge.
Get to the edge.
They have been able to get to the sideline at will, and it has done nothing but frustrate the Bulldogs so far tonight. We saw it on the last drive when they were down close. They had a couple penalties that wound up being 3rd and 18, then 4th and 26. When it was still, and goal, 1st and goal, 2nd goal, Leo was trying to run it up the gut, trying to do off the tackle. And a couple times the defenders got in there and were able to do so. But every time we run a little speedy guy, like Mr. Bonner or Mr. Hensinger, Leo has been able to get the edge, and they've been able to string it out east and west, and not only that, but able to cut it upfield for additional yardage.
Yeah, and like you said, not a lot of success when Leo's knocking on that touchdown door going up the middle. So I'm a little bit surprised because I know New Haven's defense is pretty athletic, and I'm surprised that Leo's has been able to get the edge as much as they have.
All right, here's Moore.
Protection breaking down. Moore slips. He's down. His knee was down. So that's going to be a big loss.
And when he was falling down, he was able to actually make the pass complete to Ryan Perkins,
which would have been a big play. Perkins had a big gainer, but the referee right there on the spot said that Moore's knee was down, and they called him down. So a loss of about 6. It's going to make it 3rd and 14 with the ball on the Lion 49.
Sure. So yeah, Keyshawn Moore at quarterback. Nishan Jones, number 3 at running back. Desmond Coleman, number 41 at the fullback. A couple of wide receivers, Bryce Hall and Tyon Woods, number 1 and 2 respectively. Number 11 is Ryan Perkins at tight end as we see Moore drop back. A lot of time to pass, and he is complete. Down to number 2, Tyon Woods.
A beautiful reception, beautiful pass there by Moore. And Tyon Woods, he's their money receiver, and he came across the middle, and Moore hit him with a bullet, and great gainer.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened there. They found a soft spot in the coverage, and I'm not sure if they came out in the wrong set compared to what they were called or what have you. But
nice hookup no matter what there by New Haven for the first down. Gives them the ball. This is their deepest penetration on the night. Gives them the ball on the Lion 34-yard line.
So now they changed the package. Kind of a modified 4-4. They bring in big Jahan Allen. And that was number 3, Jones on the right side.
Jones carries. Knocked out of bounds by Leo's Mason Kerr.
They're going to spot him out.
Second down.
About the 28,
about
27.
About a gain of 6.
Yeah, it's going to be 2nd and 4.
And we're talking about the edge. Jones there was able to get the edge on the Lions really for the first time this evening.
Yeah, that's one of the things, and not to just, to harp on Leo how good they are at the edge, but they are. You got to call it how it is. They are able to stretch the teams east and west for minimal gains before they, give them a chance to cut it up north and south. So a lot of speed. Lots of good things. A good move that time by Jones. Gets a block on the edge, and he is going to go down the sideline for the touchdown.
A 27-yard.
So a big 27-yard touchdown for Jones.
And the New Haven Big Three all played a part there on that drive, Steve. Keyshawn Moore, the QB, on that nice pass play on that 3rd and 14, hooked up with Tyon Woods for the first down, and then they just hand the ball to Nishan Jones, and he does the rest. So those guys know what they're doing. Again, that's that quick strike offense I talked about.
Sure.
And great drive, quick drive. And New Haven puts their first points on the board tonight. So it's 14-6, waiting for the extra point. Looks like they're going to go for 2. No, they're gonna kick. Just didn't have the tee. Now they got the tee, and now they're setting up with play clock running down at about 4 seconds. They got it
Ivan Angel. And he misses, got way underneath it, and kind of like a little sand wedge, landed about the goal line. So an unfortunate miss for the New Haven Bulldogs on the extra point. And if I am not mistaken, and I'd like to think that I'm not, this is the first half point the Lions have given up all season
this year,
and the first time that the Leo first team defense has really been scored on, if I'm not mistaken. So
yeah, and but if you're the Lion defense, I know the coaches all week have said, hey, these guys are probably going to score on you. They're good. They know what they're doing, and they have a pretty potent offense in New Haven. So I don't see Leo getting discouraged because they scored. I think they kind of expected that. I don't want to say they wanted to score, but I think they knew that they were going to.
I don't think. Well, yeah.
And
I might jump on that one. To say they expected it, I would respectfully disagree. To be surprised by it, I would say they're not surprised.
Correct. That's the terminology I probably should have used. Yeah, I don't think they were surprised by it.
And we got another score update. Snyder and Concordia, don't call them cadets, 20-6 in favor of Snyder.
So Snyder
went
like
on a 20-point tear.
Looks like they're taking
and
back
they're halfway
over.
through the second. And Busco against Eastside. Busco ahead 14-13 in their respective conference. And there's a squib kick, this time taken
Angels kick
by number 25, Tyler Kilgus.
So Kilgus the up back there. And I'm not sure that was a squib kick. I think he was intending to try to kick that as deep as he could. That may be a weak, maybe a weak point in the Bulldogs game. There, we saw the point after attempt there, which again looked like one of my shank
We saw
chips.
The opening kickoff look like an onside slash punt with a bunch of rotation.
Yeah, so that may be a weak point in New Haven's game, and we'll see how that continues on the night. So Leo.
4 wide, shotgun, standard set.
5:23 to go, and we got a false start. So the Lions, I'd like to see what the penalties are so far, but it's heavily weighted toward the Lions. Other than that New Haven personal foul, Leo's had some big penalties at some really inopportune times.
And that penalty was brought to you. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. We should probably read some of that, though.
We'll definitely catch some sponsors here at the next break.
4 wide again. This is Mr. Kloffenstein. Great job of blocking pickup there.
Pass from Kloffenstein is complete.
Big gainer.
Just absolutely wide open on the side. Stanton Haney, nobody on him, and he was able to just basically truck it down for 14 yards before he was even touched.
Yeah, I think Haney caught the ball and he turned around expecting contact. He was almost shocked that there was nobody there. So he turned it upfield and really picked up a ton of yardage there. Pick up the first down.
Kloffenstein again. Keeps it, stumbles, and tries to get back to the original line of scrimmage. So, looks like they gave him a gain of 1.
Yeah, and Cray's going to have to be a little bit more careful with the ball there. He slipped, used the ball to keep him up, and then as he continued to run in congestion, that ball just hung out there in his hand for anybody to knock it loose. So he needs to secure that ball on a night like tonight. Doesn't want to give up another fumble.
Yeah. On a night like this, in a game like this, in a league like this, I hate those things. But when you watch the NFL, and in a game like this, well, it's a game. What are you talking about? Unless it's the Super Bowl, that shouldn't apply. As we see Kloffenstein fake left, run right. It's going to be about 3rd and 6, or a very long 5.
The Lions are going to have a little bit of work to do here with this offensive play. Again, New Haven has a little bit of the momentum now, so you'd like to see Leo continue this drive with 3:56 to go here in the second quarter. 14-6 Lion lead.
Kloffenstein drops back, looks for Sauer across, cutting, and he's got it. Hops over 1, and I think he's got enough for the first down. A great play by Sauer there. And he's got himself a little Charlie horse, I'm pretty sure. He took a hurdle over that defender, made a great play. Cutting across, he was running directly into traffic, and that is one of the scarier things that you can do as a receiver, is run that post pattern or that in pattern directly into a linebacker's mug. He was able to make the first guy miss, cut it up the field, and jumped over the other guy for the first down. So a huge pitch and catch there on 3rd down for the Lions. Here in the second quarter, we got about 3:22 and counting in the opening half here against New Haven.
We'll keep our eye on Sauer, though. He went off the field under his own. Kloffenstein.
Kloffenstein with all day to pass. Decides to take it up the gut himself. Give him a couple of yards, maybe 3. And that'll bring up the second down. So
the problem with that play, the pocket broke down really quickly, and I think Kloffenstein saw that out of his peripheral vision because he was looking downfield, and he had defenders coming from both sides, so he just had to kind of run that upfield and make a little bit of something out of nothing.
Absolutely. This is a direct handoff to Lambright, and he is tripped up after a gain of a couple. Should be about 3rd and 5. 2 minutes, 20 seconds and counting here in the opening half. Want to say a big thank you to Indiana Physical Therapy. Their highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurances, which is a huge thing. If I can say insurances.
It's tough.
For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, go to indianapt.com.
Big play here by the Lions with a 3rd and 5.
They give it to Hensinger. He runs by the whole first level. And
he's going to be a little short.
Brought down by Graham.
So big decision here by Coach Sauer.
Nah.
They're going to go for it. I say go for it. Knock some more time off the clock.
Yeah.
You see how quick New Haven can strike.
It's 4th and 1.
1 foot.
1 foot, as Kevin Yale, the announcer here. KJ.
It's a big play. I see Klobenstein on the keeper, and he gets it easily.
And he's still on his feet. He's not done, and he gets a big 5-yard gain, or possibly more. A huge play that time by Mr. Klobenstein.
Now,
Klobenstein with more than enough yardage.
Why take a foot when you can get 5 yards?
And he did, and I think he was a little bit surprised. He squeezed through there, and he looked up, and there wasn't a linebacker in the hole, and he was able to keep the motor running. Picked up a big gainer, big play by the Lions. Now, with 1:11 to go, Coach Sauter may want to think about, if they don't pick anything up here, using the timeout. They did use one earlier, so they have two remaining here in the quarter.
This time it's a handoff the right side to Hensinger. He gets to the outside, still on his feet, able to try to cut it up, and he is upended on the right side line by number 28 for the Bulldogs.
Not able to get out of bounds, though. That clock continues to tick.
Take that back. That was 29. That was Jacob Birch.
Hensinger picks up about 8. It brings up
a big gainer there, so 35 seconds and counting. If you're Leo, you want to punch one more in the end zone. Ball is on about the 5-yard line. And here is Hensinger again.
And they'll take a timeout here, and they do.
And they do. Good call.
21.7 seconds to go here in the second quarter. That's going to make Leo, it's going to give him a 3rd down and about 2 to go.
We're going to take a quick break here at this timeout in the first half and get a word from our sponsors, Mike Walker and Steve Roberts on Allen County Voice.
Information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com. You know that Marco's Pizza in downtown Leo offers delicious pizza, but did you also know they have wings, subs, bread, and many other items that are also delicious? And did you know you could order online at marcospizza.com? And did you know they have catering to help out with that party, meeting, or any event? And did you know they have carry-out and delivery? Well, now you know. Marco's Pizza in downtown Leo has pizza and so much more. You can get carry-out, delivery, catering, and order online, or call them at 627-2227. That's 627-2227. Marco's Pizza in downtown Leo.
Okay, 627-2227, the number I got on speed dial. Marco's is amazing. Can't say enough about them and the local ownership that helps bring you this broadcast, folks. We pick it back up with the action as we see the Lions take the field about the 5-yard line, 3rd and 2, 21 and a change in seconds left, and we have Klopenstein under center. You like the sour route on the side, and that's where he goes. It's to Lambright, actually underneath, and he was bobbled. And Lambright just couldn't hang on to it.
Well, I'll tell you what, Steve.
I think he was looking to turn upfield.
Yeah.
If you've ever played running back, you've done that. You try to run the ball before you catch it.
Exactly. Okay, and I feel sorry for Craig. He's put the ball on the numbers, right on the hand several times tonight. Lions receivers so far not being able to haul in some passes. So,
indeed.
That's going to bring in Ben Von Gunten, who is definitely a weapon for the Leo Lions. We've talked about him and his leg, so this is really kind of a chip shot for him. We'll see.
Yeah, basically an extra point, and it is good.
23-yard field goal.
So a 23-yard little chipper there for BVG puts the Lions on top, 17-6 here in Leo.
13.8 seconds to go here in the second quarter, so we'll see if Von Gunten,
bring up a little graphic
if he does kick it deep here and give the very dangerous return men for the Bulldogs a chance to get a return, or if he does give a little bit more of a squib and hit it to an up man. With not a lot of time, you as a Lion, you'd hate to give up a big play right here before the half.
I agree. In thinking about the way the BVG usually boosts the ball, I personally like just popping it way high, way deep in the air, letting those guys get down there like a pack of crazed dogs, and let them go after it. So,
help make someone's Christmas a little brighter this year.
So you're going to call for the deep kick. I'm going to call for the squib. Okay. We put $1 on it. We put a slice of Marco's Pizza on it.
And, yeah. And
we'll see which one.
Now, if he shanks it, you're not right.
If he shanks it, I'm dead right.
No way.
Because I guarantee he's going to make a shank look good. Squib kick, I need $1, and I need a slice of pizza.
Oh, and look what happens. Tyon Woods forgot the ball. Able to pick it back up. 5 ticks on the clock left. So I owe you $1 and a slice of Marcos. I'll give you that.
Here we go. Thank you, BVG, for feeling my ESP there, and Coach Souter as well, or whoever the special teams coach is. I'll share my pizza and $1.
There's the $1. You can get your slice. You can get there's your $1 out of my wallet. Get your slice of Marcos in the booth. It's on me via them.
Okay. I might bring you a slice too if you're nice.
I could use it. I only had one before the game, so anyhow.
All right, so we'll see what New Haven does here with just 5.9 seconds to go. Down 17-6 here in the first half.
Leo dropping everybody back. They're going to run it. He's got room up the middle. He's a hard runner, and you're going to give up the soft 20-yard run like that all the time. End of the first half. So we have a halftime score, and I'm going to mark up the old Subway/St. Francis scoreboard to halftime. We'll come back with some halftime stats with a little bit of action here on The Voice.
It took Subway restaurants to do flatbread sandwich great, fresh roasted until its flavor reaches the towering peaks of Mount Delicious. You may have had other flatbread, but once you sink your teeth into this appetite-busting mountain of flavor, you'll know this is the real deal. Get any of your Subway favorites on our full-flavor flatbreads and let your taste buds sink into the delicious depth of goodness. Subway of Bluffton, eat fresh with 2 locations to serve you in North Main and inside Walmart.
T.W. Fable, a modern American restaurant, is located inside the clubhouse at Timber Ridge Golf Course at 2330 East, 250 North in Bluffton. You can enjoy a fine dining experience Tuesday through Thursday, 5 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 5 to 10. Kitchen closes 1/2 hour prior to lounge. If you're looking for a great spot to have lunch, visit 250 Grill to enjoy some sandwiches, wraps, salads, and appetizers. T.W. Fable Restaurant, 2330 East, 250 North at Timber Ridge Golf Course. Reservations recommended by calling 260-353-1360. This is your moment. Explore the University of St. Francis. Known for our quality academic options and dedicated professors who practice in their fields, you will discover the perfect program to fit your interests and goals. Hands-on experience with internships, clinicals, and co-ops makes a USF education a great value and investment into your future. Apply now at sf.edu. We are seeking applicants for $15 million in scholarships this year. This is your moment. Believe. Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. They want to provide you protection from the unfortunate things that can happen and often do happen. The cheapest insurance is often not the best.
Visit online at grableinsurance.com or stop in the office on Pony Express Run inside the Mercantile Office Park, directly across from Higher Grounds Coffee House, and see Ray Gage or Arnie Myers. Grable Insurance is a proud sponsor of East Allen County High School athletics. Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com. You know that Marco's Pizza in downtown Leo offers delicious pizza. But did you also know they have wings, subs, bread, and many other items that are also delicious? And did you know you could order online at marcospizza.com? And did you know they have catering to help out with that party, meeting, or any event? And did you know they have carry-out and delivery? Well, now you know. Marco's Pizza in downtown Leo has pizza and so much more. You can get carry-out, delivery, catering, and order online, or call them at 627-2227. That's 627-2227. Marco's Pizza in downtown Leo.
It took Subway restaurants to do flatbread sandwich great, fresh roasted until its flavor reaches the towering peaks of Mount Delicious. You may have had other flatbread, but once you sink your teeth into this appetite-busting mountain of flavor, you'll know this is the real deal. Get any of your Subway favorites on our full-flavor flatbreads and let your taste buds sink into the delicious depth of goodness. Subway of Bluffton, eat fresh with 2 locations to serve you in North Main and inside Walmart.
All right, welcome back to the jungle here at Leo Junior Senior High, where the Leo Lions have a 17-6 halftime lead over the New Haven Bulldogs in a big NE8 matchup. Both teams coming in undefeated 3-0. The Leo Lions ranked number 11 in the state in 4A. New Haven Bulldogs ranked 12. So really, we knew it was going to be a good game so far. We haven't been disappointed. Lions so far do have the upper hand. We do have the scoring breakdown here so far. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. Oh, it just kind of glitched on me, so hopefully I can bring that back. And in the first quarter, 5:30 to go in the first quarter, Craig Klovenstein ran on a quarterback keeper for a 1-yard touchdown for the first score of the game. Von Gutten extra point was good, making it 7-0 Lions. In the second quarter, at the 7:47 mark, number 15 Tyler Hensinger runs for a 6-yard touchdown. Again, point after good, making it 14-0. At the 5:28 point in the second quarter, Nishan Jones runs for a 28-yard big gainer touchdown for the New Haven Bulldogs, and they did miss their extra point, so the score was 14-6 at that point. And then late there in the second quarter with 13 seconds to go, Ben Von Gutten is good. He connects on a 22-yard field goal, giving the Lions a 17-6 halftime lead. Let's see if I can come up with some stats here. Total offense, Leo with a 214 total yard to 97 advantage on the Bulldogs. Leo's run 38 plays to New Haven's 15. So ball control's been big. I think kind of like DeKalb. I think DeKalb might have shown Leo a little bit of a plan in their game last week by controlling the ball as much as they did, keeping this quick strike, high-powered New Haven offense off the field. That's a good way to keep them from scoring. Yards per play for the Lions, 5.6. For New Haven, 6.5. Passing yards for Leo, 57. 23 passing yards for New Haven, 3 of 5 for New Haven, 4 of 8 for Leo for the 57 yards. 157 yards rushing for the Lions to 74 for New Haven on 30 rushing attempts for Leo and only 10 rushing attempts for New Haven. Yards per rush, Leo 5.2, yards per rush 7.4 for the Bulldogs. Receiving, Leo 57 total yards and 14.3 yards per catch. Receiving 23 total yards for the Bulldogs and 7.7 yards per catch. Right now, folks, we are listening to The Roar of the Lions, directed by Dr. Bob Myers. They do a great job, always really do well in competition, and they are on the field right now. Hopefully you can hear a little bit. Might turn up Steve's microphone. Maybe you can pick up a little bit of the sound of The Roar of the Lions. Turnovers, both teams with one turnover. Fumbles, Leo's had 2 fumbles, only 1 lost. New Haven lost the 1 fumble they committed. No interceptions for either team. Punting, Leo has not punted yet this evening, and New Haven 2 punts for 42-yard average. Defensive sacks, Leo has none. New Haven 2 sacks for minus 9 yards. Here's the big stat of the, so far the first half, again, which I talked a little bit about with the New Haven against DeKalb last week. The Lions have possessed the ball for 17 minutes, 29 seconds to New Haven's 6 minutes and 13 seconds. So huge disparity in time of possession for the Lions. First downs, Leo's had 12 first downs to New Haven's 3. 7 of those 12 for the Lions came via the rush, 4 via the pass, 1 on a penalty. For New Haven's 3 first downs, 2 have come via the rush, 1 passing. Let's see if there's anything else here we need to...
Here, let's bring this over.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Steve.
Well, my phone's getting wet.
You can...
It's opening up a little bit out here in Leo, and I'm back from a quick break.
I'm going to cover the camera here real quick.
And as you see on the screen, I'm sure Mr. Walker was highlighting all the highlights that you see. 17-6 here in Leo. 57 passing yards, 23 passing yards for the Bulldogs. And I'm sure you touched on it, Mike, but 157 rushing yards in the first half is a pretty big first half.
That's a big chunk. That's a big chunk of yardage. And again, that's the ball control that we've talked about. And it keeps the New Haven high-powered, quick strike attack on the sidelines, and it's hard to score when you're over there.
Indeed. And, even 74 yards in the first half is still
nothing to
sneeze
at. No.
Bad idea.
And a lot of those picked up in just a couple of runs, really.
Sure, we had the touchdown to the right side. That went for over 20. The run at the end of the half with 5 seconds left, kind of a desperation, line up everybody in a 5 wide and run a draw. That was... that was close to a 20 as well. And I'll clear the graphic off here. As we
Again, you are listening
Watch
to
and
the roar of the Lions,
potentially listen to in the background over our voices.
directed by Dr. Bob Myers.
Little start me up there from.
Start me up.
No, we don't need you singing, please.
Start me up, I'll never stop. Okay, I'll stop.
Please, you should stop. Folks, on behalf of AllenCountyVoice.com, the Voice Enterprises, and all of its affiliates and sponsors, we apologize for the scene display you recently heard from my co-host, Mike Walker.
You would think that amplifier would put out just a little more sound.
Wow, that is a big amplifier.
That's a big amp. Hey, if you can't sing along to the Rolling Stones, I don't care where you are or what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're un-American. Or wait, un-Britain.
Something like that. So there we have again the roar of the Lions.
And the roar of Walker.
And
let's hear it.
The squawk of the walk.
Whoa, I like that.
That's my quick-wittedness there.
I like that.
So we got about 2 minutes and change. That should leave us time for a few words from our sponsors. We'll be back with the second half action here on The Voice.
Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. They want to provide you protection from the unfortunate things that can happen and often do happen. The cheapest insurance is often not the best.
Visit online at GrableInsurance.com or stop in the office on Pony Express Run inside the Mercantile Office Park directly across from Higher Grounds Coffee House and see Ray Gage or Arnie Myers. Grable Insurance is a proud sponsor of East Allen County High School athletics.
Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com.
Well, that time we got the full promo in. Thanks, Indiana Physical Therapy. #IPT.
You know, I haven't heard, Steve, tonight an announcement or a spot read by YMCA of Greater Fort Wayne with a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, and indoor pool and childcare. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. Visit fwymca.org.
Well, I played that spot like 4 times, but okay. Either way, you didn't hear it. No big deal.
I was rehearsing
no harm, no foul.
some Rolling Stones.
Right.
And,
all right.
And a jersey change by the Lions?
Wow, good call. They go back to last year's, all black with purple numbering. I guess there's lettering on there, too. It says Lions.
There is some lettering small on the front there, but yeah.
It's in white, but
so I don't think I've seen that before.
A little baffled myself.
That's
doesn't look like New Haven brought a change of clothes.
No?
Which is fine.
Okay. So we'll go with it. And we'll just speculate. Okay, so with 2:21 to go here with 2:21 to go before the second half begins, again, Leo with the 17-6 lead. The Lions, again, I think took a little bit of a recipe from DeKalb last week, and DeKalb controlled the ball pretty much very similarly time of possession-wise to what Leo did in the first half. So when New Haven's high-powered, quick-striking offense is over on the sidelines, it's pretty hard for them to score. So I think Leo's going to try to continue that recipe, hang on to the ball, extend those drives, 10, 11, 12-play drives, and you keep that, because you saw how quick they can score when they put the pedal to the metal.
Sure.
And it's a really, to me, it's a good plan here, game plan, to keep that ball on offense for Leo as long as they can.
Yeah, so throwing up the halftime stats once more for you folks. If you didn't see them the first time around, a 17-6 lead in about a minute and 20 before we have the second half kickoff, which New Haven will receive. You can see the Lions dominating on the offensive side of the ball, and the score indicates that as well. A couple touchdowns and a short 23-yard field goal by BVG, and a touchdown off the right side, a long run there, a pretty nice scamper. Pretty sure that was Dimitri Shaw, and a missed extra point there. So a 17-6 ball game. Picking it back up in about 50 seconds here from Leo.
Woodcrest Villas and Garden Apartments. Enjoy your retirement at Woodcrest Villas and Garden Apartments, 1300 Mercer Avenue in Decatur. Adams Woodcrest, member Adams Health Network. Exceptional care close to you. New Holland Tri-County. Get the new Rustler utility vehicle at New Holland, which combines rugged construction and gritty performance with comfort. Numerous choices to choose from. Visit New Holland Tri-County on Highway 1 South in Bluffton for the Rustler utility vehicle. And Grable Insurance. Their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. Grable Insurance on Pony Express Run inside the Mercantile Office Park here in Leo.
All right, thanks, Mike. And here we are with the all-black jersey Leo Lions in the second half, kicking off to the New Haven Bulldogs. That is going to be number 2, Tyon Woods, back deep for New Haven. And let me get the graphic off the screen so you can get the action. Here we go. And that was taken short.
Trotter Donovan returns the kick.
By Donovan. Trotter. Donovan Trotter.
So pretty good starting field position here for New Haven. They've got the ball on their own 30. 30, call it 31. So again, a change in jerseys there. Leo started with the purple jerseys with a little bit more of a bolder white lettering, and now they come out with the black, the numbers that are a little trickier for us to see from a distance. Black jerseys with the purple lettering, even though they are outlined in white, so it does help. But not sure why the jersey changed. Not quite sure what that was about. Never seen that before.
Yeah, really.
At any level.
Here's a handoff up the gut this time. And that's Nashawn Jones. He is super speedy. And I take that back. Nashawn was the one who scored the touchdown.
Jones carries.
he takes it up the gut off the left side there, able to get through some daylight, and the New Haven Bulldogs making a little headway here in the opening drive of the second quarter here from Leo.
Yeah, it's easy to see that Jones has some skills. He's quick, like you said. He hits the hole, and then he has some shake and bake in him as well, making a lot of people miss and running through arm tackles.
All right, so it is going to be Moore handing off, and
This is Jones.
Deshaun Jones gets hit twice really hard and still is able to scoot through for 2 yards.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say poor job of tackling there. He didn't wrap. You can hit him as hard as all get out, like Bob Sanders used to do, and find yourself injured in a shortened career.
Yeah.
But you got to hit properly, and you got to wrap and drive with your hips.
Yep.
And as always, the grass tells you nothing.
The grass tells you nothing.
That's a Duboism.
That's a Duboism. Rinker there had him for a loss in the backfield for a 2 or 3 yard loss, and Jones able to pop off and make a positive gainer after several missed tackles. So that makes it 2nd and 8 for New Haven on their 48.
Moore looks outside this time, and that is going to be caught by Tyon Woods on the out route. So here's a pretty crucial play.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 3. Opening drive of second half. You're down 11, if I can do the math. Carry the 3. Yeah, down 11 points, and you got to continue this drive.
You got to
get some
drive.
momentum.
Yeah,
you got to keep things going.
You don't want to. Now this may be a spot where New Haven would use their 4 downs here.
It's definitely 4 down territory, I think, if you're New Haven right now. And I couldn't see. Looks like Moore was able to get the ball away, complete on the right side.
Number 11, Ryan
And that was to Ryan Perkins,
with a first down.
the senior.
Brought down by Clevis Parker.
Yeah, nice athletic play there by Moore, showing some escapability. He had 2 Lions bearing down on him, and he kind of juked him to the right, faded right, and was able to connect there on the pass and pick up the first down. So big play here early in the second half.
Couldn't really.
That was Jones.
That was
again.
Jones. Okay. Yep.
Another good run.
I was bringing up the old Subway St. Francis scoreboard.
Yeah, Jones doesn't need a lot of daylight, Steve. He gets a seam, and he's through it. And if he gets to that second level, look out, because he has the speed to break it.
Yeah, and he's a junior, 5'9", 180. So he's got the mass. He's got the low center of gravity. And I tell you what, when he gets things going, it's a pretty scary thing to see sometimes.
Yeah, you can tell he's
now,
got.
Leo's been doing a great job so far defensively, except for the couple breakout plays. Of course, we talked about the touchdown earlier, and but aside from that, done a pretty good job of shutting him down. And that is thrown to nobody except for a couple of Lion defenders, and they couldn't come up with the pick. That would have been a huge play.
Huge play. And really not a good pass there by Moore. He forced that. Not a good throw at all. Should have been, for all intents and purposes, picked off.
Well, it should have been thrown out of bounds. He had Tyon Woods, the only receiver in the neighborhood for it. And
2 Lions draped on him.
He tried to throw it to the end zone. A couple of Lions back there, and one of them should have came down with it. But at least it was defended and knocked down if you're a Leo Lion fan. So we got 2nd down.
Yeah, 2nd and 10 with the ball on the Leo 26.
And that one's to Tremont Jackson on the outside.
Jackson's a big boy, 6'1", almost 190. So he's a huge target really out there to the left, and he seems to know what to do in space. So a good play there. It makes it 3rd down and about 2 with the ball on the 18. So big defensive stand here by the Lions. You know New Haven's in 4 down territory, so they don't have to necessarily pick it up here.
Right. And so far, pretty impressive drive by the Bulldogs as they come out with 3 wide receivers to the right. And that time, he is brought down. Donovan Schroeder brought down by Lambright in the backfield. And that's 4th down and probably 3.
Yeah, looks like he definitely lost a yard there. So 4th down and 3. This is a big play right here, Steve, for the Lion defense. They've bent a little bit. We'll see if they break, but so far so good. Big play.
Indeed, Mike. Looks like they're looking to spread the field. Actually, I take that back. They only have a receiver out on each side. They got a big bunch up the middle. So this is Keyshawn Moore. Looking to single coverage, throws it to the side. And did he catch? He's saying he got in bounds. A nice out route there to Tyon Woods.
Yeah, really a nice out route. He threw that ball right before Tyon even made his break. Tyon turned to look. There was the ball. Not a lot the defense can do. Just a really good hookup there between Moore and Woods. So that gives New Haven a 1st down, one they really needed. The ball on the Lion 19 as they continue the drive.
Handoff this time to Jones. Small gain. Looking at some scores across the state of Indiana, Lures 26, Northrop 6. Garrett to Lakeland 21-14. Angola 17, West Noble 6. And Adams Central leading Jay County, or possibly over, but probably not over, 33-0.
Wow. Those are some scores we're used to reporting on here from the jungle.
Absolutely.
All right, 2nd down and 4.
From the 6.
Knocking on the door.
Yeah, so they can still pick up a 1st down and not score. And he's not going to do either one this time. He is brought down in the backfield by number 55, Tyler, or JT Wenglikowski.
Wenglikowski.
Man.
Nice play.
I think I murder his name one way or the other every week. I can get Wenglikowski every time. I just call him a different first name. Next time it'll be Bob or
That's okay.
Sam.
As long as you get the Wenglikowski right.
It's true. 55. Wenglikowski all day. All day.
So a little breakdown in the pass protection there by New Haven because Moore had no time. Lions were in on him instantly. So good stop there, 3rd down and 12 with the ball in the 13. Big play here again for New Haven. Moore in the shotgun.
He's looking out to the flats. He's got a receiver out there, and he is drilled and brought down just inside the 10. And that was Tremont Jackson again, that big body on the outside you mentioned before, Walker.
And we've got
that's
a Lion down on the sidelines there. Can't pick up the number on the stop. I think he was injured making that tackle. Out of bounds. And some more, a little bit of a spritzer sprinkle coming down here, so I'm going to attempt to cover the camera again. Still didn't pick up who that was injured on the play, but
that was
up.
Michael Lance.
So Lance is up. He's off the field under his own power, so that's good to see. Couldn't tell what happened to him. Maybe a little wind knocked out of him. It didn't look too serious.
No, definitely not.
All right, here's New Haven with a 4th and 8. So huge play here midway through the 3rd quarter. Moore fades right, and he throws a low, really kind of a poor pass.
Yeah, it really was. Mike, the pass wasn't even there. If he did make a catch, the defender was on him.
Yeah, there wasn't going to be a 1st down made either way. You're right, Steve.
Yeah, that'll bring up 1st down for the Lions after a nice drive that was put together by the Bulldogs here with 5:21 in the first part of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah,
that was
one of those bend but don't break defensive stances there by the Lions who, and again, New Haven's not used to those long drives, so
right.
So they usually are a pretty quick strike team. Leo up to the test there with their backs to their goal line. So now they have their ball 1st and 10 with the ball on the 9. Here's where you got to watch out for a turnover.
Don't jinx him, Mike. I'm guessing that's Lambright. Hard to tell amongst all the players.
Not a lot of room there, so the New Haven defense was pretty stiff on that play.
And it was Lambright.
It looks like a loss of
1 yard.
Maybe 1.5.
So the Lions in the all-black uniform jerseys after a top change. Not sure. The Leo Lions got new jerseys this year, folks. They're all purple, kind of a Baltimore Ravens look, kind of a font.
Yeah, I kind of like them.
They're nice jerseys, and they came out in the second half into last year's jersey. So I don't know if they had to dial up the archives or how that went, but nonetheless, Lions are going to take a timeout.
I don't think that was a timeout necessarily in a close game. Coach Sauter wanted to burn right there. I'm not sure if the play call got in late or if the coaches saw something they didn't like by the New Haven defense with the play call they made.
Right, but we'll hear quickly from our sponsor, Grable Insurance.
Their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. They want to provide you protection from the unfortunate things that can happen and often do happen. The cheapest insurance is often not the best.
Visit online at grabellinsurance.com or stop in the office on Pony Express Run inside the Mercantile Office Park directly across from Higher Grounds Coffee House and see Ray Gage or Arnie Myers. Grable Insurance is a proud sponsor of East Allen County High School athletics.
All right, we're back after the timeout from Leo. Second down, 11 yards to go from the 8. Kloffenstein under center. It's going to be an option to Hensinger. Hensinger's got the outside. He's going to cut it back up. Looks for a blocker. Gained some positive yards there, so not a horrible call on second down and long. And that's going to bring up third down.
Got some laundry on the field.
We got some flags.
And looks like, again, maybe a procedure call on the Lions because it doesn't look like they're heading.
Yeah, Leo had 4 or 5 penalties in the first half that, did some damage.
Yeah, a couple big ones when they were first and goal on a personal foul. So that must be a chop block, maybe.
I couldn't tell you. It's hard. I mean, I wouldn't say it's hard to see from our vantage point, but as we're calling the action, our focus is on the running backs, and we don't always see everything.
Yeah, so all we do know is it was a personal foul, so it took a little bit of a gainer away by Hensinger, and now it knocks Leo back, obviously only half the distance to the goal line with their position on the field. So it's 3rd and 13 with 4:12 here to go in the third.
And it's a keeper this time from Kloffenstein. He's trying to make some room up the middle, and he does. A big gain that time. He might have got close to 13. We'll have to see where they spot it. I think he's going to be just shy. They're marking up 4th down on the yard marker, and it's going to be about 4th and 2.
A big play either way, Steve, because it gives the punter some room to breathe there. So Kloffenstein got a nice gainer there, and it'll give Von Gutten back to punt, gives him some room.
And we'll see if BVG, Ben Von Gutten, is going to go for the rolling punt or put some air on it. Last week he put a couple of balls up in the air, and he does this time as well with a pretty decent spiral.
The punt by Von Gutten.
And
taken by Jackson.
Yeah, I'm not. It was debatable whether he was down. Tremont Jackson received the punt.
It looked like his knee hit the...
He kind of stutter-stepped, and it looked like he might have had a knee down. They didn't call him down, and he ran about 8 yards to the sideline where they will have a first down.
We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. The referee's standing right there, and you might have been able to slide a piece of paper under the knee in the turf, but it was close, I'll tell you what.
Right. So, again, we'll have a first down just across midfield for New Haven with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. So Mike Walker again with Steve Roberts calling the game from the jungle in Leo, Indiana, where the Leo Lions currently lead 17-6 over the New Haven Bulldogs with 3:20 left here in the third quarter. What quarter am I in?
We are in the third quarter, and we're going to see if Leo's defense is up to the test again. They didn't hold the ball for very long, so New Haven has it again.
Yeah, last drive, opening drive of the second half. Man, I'm off. Opening drive of the second half for the Bulldogs as a big stop for a loss by Austin Rinker on Jones, the powerhouse running back from New Haven. a great job of wrapping him up and driving that time. No misses that time. And I think Austin might have learned he can hit him as hard as you want, but that guy's going to stay on his feet if you don't wrap him.
You got to wrap him up.
I'm pretty dang sure he learned his lesson.
Yeah, and I'm going to guess when Rinker came over, coaches reminded him, hey, this guy's a big-time running back. And you're not going to bump him down.
Exactly. Or, hey, remember how we tackle with our arms as well?
Yeah.
Hit, wrap, drive, elementary.
So good first play for the Lion defense. It makes it 2nd and 11.
This is Jones.
And Jones on the right side, kind of choosing his steps behind his blockers. But Leo does a pretty decent job of stretching it outside. And somebody's a little slow to get up. That looks like Desmond Coleman, number 41. Might have got shaken up on the play.
Yeah, very patient run there. Waiting for blockers to get set up, but the Lions again strung that out. A lot of Lions there to make a tackle, so it brings up a 3rd and 5 on the Leo 44 with 1:59 to go here in the third.
Sorry, 1:59. I turned your volume down, messing with the volume here. My bad. Just don't go Rolling Stones on.
Just blame it on the truck.
Right. Keshawn Moore all day to pass. And almost caught ball. He put it on the money for Tyon Woods that time, and Tyon, it was led a little bit in front of him, but it hit him in the hands, and you got to make a catch.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
You got to make a catch.
I'll tell you what, the receivers for both teams have really struggled tonight, and not a lot of wind, and again, the field's dried up somewhat with the little breeze we've had. So
yeah, it's nearly chilly.
Yeah, receivers are having a rough night for both teams.
So we got 4th down, 5 yards to go.
A really big play here with 1:43 to go.
And this is Moore, shotgun. Got 4 wide receivers and a running back in the backfield. And it's going to be a quick duck punt. Rolling down, and it's going to be stopped inside the 5, looks like. A nice job of squibbing one down there.
Moore's punt is down.
Yeah, that was a nice little pooch by Moore to knock the ball dead inside the I'm not quite sure where it is. Hard to see from this vantage point. But, yeah, he might be inside the 5. So has the Lions backed up against their own goal line. So far, a pretty defensive-oriented third quarter.
Yeah,
with
truly.
No scoring going on here and only 1:34 to go. So the Lions have a long road to hoe if they are going to score some points here in the third.
Something I just noticed, and maybe I am way off, but pretty sure they didn't switch sides during half.
10 Lions from the Leo 6.
It's a pitch outside to Hensinger. He's looking to get to the sideline, and he does. And a nice gain. Again, getting to the edge, just like I mentioned before, just like we talked about. A great job of the Lions being able to stretch it out.
By Mikey Griggs. First down for the Lions.
And you know, if the refs didn't switch them, then maybe the jersey change tricked the referees, and they didn't know which direction.
Yeah, right.
they should be.
Well,
going.
I mean, typically you do switch goals, end zones.
Right, absolutely.
At
the quarter change, yeah.
The sun was coming at the face of the Bulldogs
at the second quarter.
And if you're looking at the screen, they were on the right.
And they're on the right now.
And now they're on the right now. So the half has changed. The sides have not. The jerseys have changed for the Lions. As we resume, a minute and change left here. As Kloffenstein dropping out, showing the pass. Stiff arms a guy to get him down. Cuts it upfield. He's looking for a blocker, and a great run by Craig Kloffenstein. He is a beast.
Great effort. He actually had a receiver open. I think he missed him downfield. You could hear some fans right in front of us again saying, you got him. Kloffenstein pulled the ball down, made a couple of New Haven Bulldogs miss, squeezed through a tackle, and a great gainer.
Yeah, and you can't blame Cray for not passing the ball right there. He probably had the guy open, but he was getting pressured. He did the fake pass, the pump fake to get the defender off his feet a little bit, was able to get outside. And once you get outside, you're not looking to pass. You're looking to just go down the field, especially if you're a hoss like Craig Kloffenstein.
And Cray he's a really good athlete. He's quick, he's strong, and he can run.
Yes, 6'1", 185, and I'm pretty sure that was like last year's stats. He's probably closer to 190, 195.
Yeah, there's not a lot of fat on that kid. He's probably at a muscle mass of about maybe 2 or 3%. So he's put together well, and he can handle himself on the field. That's for sure.
So
another procedure
while
call.
We're yakking about Cray, Somebody dropped a flag on the field, and I think it was a ref.
And I can tell you who it was against.
Yeah, so some penalties plaguing the Lions so far tonight. 24 seconds and counting. 20 seconds and counting here in the third quarter. It looks like they're going to try and get one more playoff before the start of the fourth quarter.
It's going to make it 1st and 15. Kloffenstein in the shotgun. He's going to look for somebody downfield.
He dumps it off, checks it down. Didn't have possession, but a good play anyhow from Tyler Hensinger on the swing pass. Wasn't able to come up with it, and it was probably a good thing because he was met right away.
Receiver, the pass broken up by number 11, Ryan Perkins.
And that ball was right in Hensinger's hands, but that was one of those deals where he looked up right before the ball got to him because he was going to try to make a move. He knew. He felt the pressure.
Yeah.
And he looked up just like that, you don't catch the ball when your eyes aren't on it.
Like I said, he was met right away by Ryan Perkins. It looks like they are going to have the chance for another play. 6 seconds. This will likely wrap it up for the third quarter, folks.
The incomplete pass stopped the clock with 6 seconds to go. So Lions have it 2nd and 15 with the ball on their own 32. Again, no scoring here in the third quarter.
It's an option. He's going to take it himself that time. Kloffenstein still not brought down. They're blowing the whistle.
Kloffenstein hit by number 13, Diamond Towns.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. So we're going to take a quick break here from the now kind of windy, kind of chilly jungle here in Leo, Indiana. Steve Roberts and Mike Walker on the voice. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
You taking the first step towards a healthier you? Or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. They want to provide you protection from the unfortunate things that can happen and often do happen. The cheapest insurance is often not the best.
Visit online at grabellinsurance.com or stop in the office on Pony Express Run inside the Mercantile Office Park, directly across from Higher Grounds Coffee House, and see Ray Gage or Arnie Myers. Grable Insurance is a proud sponsor of East Allen County High School athletics.
As well as a proud sponsor here of the Voice Network. Starting the fourth quarter, folks. Let me change the Subway/University of St. Francis scoreboard to indicate the fourth quarter. They call it crunch time. They call it the fourth quarter also. So Kloffenstein takes it up the gut, and it'll be 4th and long.
So that's going to bring Von Gunton on to punt for the second time tonight. So Leo unable to move the ball here in the second half like they were in the first. So I don't know if that's a little bit of the Lions' misstep on offense. I know the penalties have killed them, but or has New Haven kind of figured that offense out, and they're just making it a lot tougher here for Leo in the second half.
Von Gunton back to punt. Gets one off. A nice spiral, and that's going to drive him back deep. And Tremont Jackson out to the right. Gained probably 10, 12 yards. A pretty solid run, but a good punt. Nice hang time, which is, again, we've talked about it all season, and even when BVG started punting last season, he's the master of the end-over-end, ultra top spin, run it down the field after one bounce, 30 more yards type of punt.
Or you could call that the rugby style. It's up to you.
Well, for those who don't know what the rugby style is.
I think they all know what the rugby style is.
Anyways.
I'll call my
but
mom.
Last fine. You bet me $1 again? Last week we saw him put a couple punts way high in the air, and they had some good rotation on him as well. As a punter, you want to ideally make that thing as
tough to catch,
much of a spiral as possible, and that way it has good flight and good turnover and everything like that. So we got Jackson again. Tremont Jackson getting a little bit of the workload here, brought down by Lambright. So we got 10 minutes and 50 seconds here in the final quarter from Leo, Indiana, home of the Lions at the Jungle. 17-6, as you can see on your Subway St. Francis University scoreboard.
So, again, offense kind of hard to come by for both teams. New Haven has had a couple of, really one really good drive, unable to capitalize.
Yeah, opening drive of the third quarter was solid. That was their best work so far.
But no points again here in the second half.
And up the middle goes, up the middle goes Jackson again. And we're not seeing Deshaun Jones, number 3,
which
a
is
whole lot right now.
We'll have to. I'm trying to find him on the sideline because he's not even in the game. And again, he is a ultra weapon for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, real fast, real nimble, and he brings the power. He's 5'9", but he's 180 pounds, and you talk about not a lot of fat.
Yeah,
it'd be hard to find a % or 2 on him.
Yeah, exactly. And again, I'm not sure if he got dinged
or he can hit,
or if this is New Haven's normal policy with him to not play him all the time. But
right now we got Keyshawn Moore under center and Tyon Woods now in the backfield. And it is a handoff to Woods, and he's going to get stopped short.
Great defensive play.
Yeah, Lions got off the ball on defense that side really well, and were able to get penetration to make the stop on Tyon Woods. So the refs are calling to stop the clock. They might want to measure it.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to make a measurement, and I don't think he got it. So a big decision here so far for Coach Rowland here to go for it. You don't necessarily want to give the ball up to the Lions midfield, but only 9 minutes and 44 seconds to go, and you are down by 11 points. So I'm going to think they're going to go for it.
Oh,
they get it.
Don't need to go for it because they got it.
They got it. So that argument is moot. New Haven continues their drive, 1st and 10.
Speaking of Tommy Schegler, there he is down the sidelines.
We'll call him up later, and we'll have a discussion on the Cadet K-Det.
It would be a gate then, because if there's discussion about anything, just throw the word gate on it. Deflate gate. Now, last night with the radio gate or whatever with the
headsets.
The headsets. Yep.
Moore's pass is incomplete.
A pretty good job of defense there. As Bryce Hall was going upstairs for it, Sauer came in to defend it, and it looks like Sauer's down on the sidelines after putting a pretty decent hit on him after the pass was incomplete.
Yeah, not a lot of movement, but he's not grabbing a leg, which is always what you look for and you don't want to see.
Yeah.
So the way he's positioned, it looks like maybe a cramp. Looks like the trainer's grabbing a toe. So that's really a good thing to see. Just working out a cramp there on Zach Sauer.
Yeah, get that kid a banana.
Maybe a little bit of a Gatorade, something to hydrate him.
Sure.
With not being too hot out here, it's surprising that you see a kid with a cramp in these kind of temperatures. But he's been playing pretty hard, running a lot of pass routes, and playing some good defense. So he's up, and he looks like he's going to shake that off with no problem.
As now you can see him coming back across the field with the athletic staff, Mr. Knibular and Dr. Matt Heller. And I think he lost a shoe. Oh, he tried to run on it. I think he started to cramp up again. Take a play off, Zach. Get yourself some Gatorade. So we got 2nd down and 10 yards to go. 9:31 here in the 4th quarter. Try and get you closer to the action here, folks. It's a pass outside to Tyon Woods, and that's complete, and a pickup of about 12 for the 1st down. So real soft coverage on the edge that time, looked like, by Mason Kern. And it looks like if they're going to if the Leo defense is going to give them that soft of coverage, they'll throw the under out all the time.
Yeah, they'll throw that all night. You can't give up 12 yards at this point in the game. And so New Haven picked up a 1st down. It keeps them in business.
Now they adjust the bottom of your screen.
Tighten up a little bit.
Yeah, Jason Gauze playing closer. And it's a pass complete over the far side. And that was Bryce Hall bringing it in for New Haven. So it looks like Keyshawn Moore is having a pretty decent time of kind of picking apart the Lions secondary And linebackers on this particular drive, he had a couple of errant passes that didn't work out to be anything, of course. But, so he's done a pretty good job of moving the ball downfield in big chunks. Last play was 12. 2 plays ago was 12. This past play was 9. He's back again, a pump fake. Looks like he's going deep, and he does. And this time he was looking to get picked off, almost picked off that time by Stanton Haney.
Yeah, so Moore not afraid to throw into coverage. He's done it several times, and really a couple of times we've kind of called it a bad throw, and a Leo defender really should have had a pickoff. But Moore's had a pretty decent night. For the most part, he's put the ball on the numbers when he's had to.
Yeah, that was a tough play. Lions better get one off the field because Jahan Allen just came in, and Chase Walters just came off in time, so they're not going to have too many men on the field.
Here's a 3rd and 1 for New Haven, and he bobbled the snap.
Moore kept the ball.
And I think he might have got stopped short. But I said that last time, and they got it. So
that was
the down marker on the line gang, the chain gang, is marking 4th down, and I think that's where they're going to spot it. Mike, not sure. Again, even if I was sure, I was wrong last time.
Well, that's one of those where the bobble he bobbled it forward, and in going after the ball, it carried his momentum forward and really made a decent gain out of something that could have been catastrophic for New Haven. So 4th and 1, huge play with 7:54 to go here in the 4th quarter for both teams.
And it's up the gut this time, and he has the first down.
So a big first down pickup there.
Yeah, that was number 37, Caden Graham.
Not a bad
Hayden Graham.
play.
Sorry about that. That was just one of those, hey, let's line them up and see who wins. And they got the push off the ball and had a head of steam. So not a big, huge push that time from the Lions' defensive line.
First and 10, Bulldogs.
Couple of scores here, 13-13. Homestead at Carroll knotted up at the end of 3.
Wow.
Southern Wells 34. Park Tudor? 14.
Park Tudor.
Yeah, okay. Moore has all day. Time to do his taxes. And he is whipped down again, and I'm guessing that's Jahan Allen. He has a knack for doing that. Last time it created a fumble. This time he was able to hang on to it. So,
and Moore's helmet popped off on that play. So I believe he has, no matter what, he's a quarterback. He has to go out for a play.
That's true. Got to bring in a substitute quarterback.
So that could be a big play for New Haven here as Moore's gone to the sideline.
Yeah, we have Jahan Allen coming out from the defensive set.
And New Haven, that forces New Haven to take a timeout because you just don't expect your quarterback to have to come out of the game when he's not injured. So they were not ready to get somebody inserted at this crucial point in the game. That makes 2nd and 6 for New Haven. Ball on the 25. Again, Moore's helmet comes off. He's got to come out of the game. New Haven calls a timeout. And at this time, we will go to one of our sponsors. Absolutely. Let's go to New Holland, Tri-County. No, let's not go to New Holland. I just read them a little bit ago. University of St. Francis. Known for quality academic options and dedicated professors, you'll discover the perfect program to fit your interests and goals. See for yourself what USF has to offer. Visit online at sf.edu.
Go Cougars. And another score off the old ticker from the New Haven radio guys to my left. Nice guys, just writing down scores, handing them over to us. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I do appreciate it.
Heritage and South Adams, a former conference game that we might have had interest in years ago or recently. ACAC action, Heritage 0, South Adams 0. 3 minutes left in the game. That could come down to an extra point, a fluke play. It could come down to a lot of things. Basically, it's got to come down to one team scoring more points than the other.
It's an offensive juggernaut between the Patriots and the Jets.
And we pick it up here.
Great
and that handoff,
surge.
Absolutely, indeed. That handoff to Desmond Coleman goes for very few, if not a loss. I'm going to say that was probably about a loss of 1.
Chase Walters.
3rd and 7.
Yeah, excellent penetration by Walters there for the Lions. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 6, maybe 7, like you said, Steve. So this is another big play for New Haven. No one able to score a point here.
6 minutes, 20
half.
seconds in the 4th quarter. To bring you up to speed on the time. We don't have a running time clock because the guys in the production truck, well, they haven't mastered that. So Moore back to pass. They're going to give him that soft route to Tyon Woods again. And he's got it again. That's a pretty big gain to about the 20-yard line, and that's going to be short about 2 yards.
So I'm going to say it again, a huge fourth down. This actually could be the play of the game right here. If Leo's able to stop him and go on an extended drive, that's going to be it. But if New Haven picks this up, we're going to be in for a game.
We can still have a ball game, absolutely. So last time they went with Hayden Graham, number 37, 5'9", 220. Talk about a mound of mass. But they don't have Hayden in there this time. They got back to Tremont Jackson, so he's been doing work too. We'll see what happens.
It's a true about a yard and a half.
And they get him brought down in the backfield, and that is brought to you by number 2, Bo Carpenter and the Leo defense. A huge turnover on downs, courtesy of a Lion surge at the line. They did a great job of getting through there. They stopped him before he even had a chance to step up 3 steps north towards the line of scrimmage.
Great job, like you said, Steve. A lot of surge, a lot of penetration, a host of tacklers there.
A pride of Lions.
And could, like I said, be the biggest play of the game, because if New Haven picks up that first down, you got to like their chances for scoring.
Yeah,
now, if Leo can just maintain a drive here, this game could be over.
5 minutes and 25 seconds. You know you're going to have a run play. It's probably going to be Hensinger. I'd probably let him run it outside, but he's going to take it up the gut. And he's going to take it up the gut for a big chunk of 9 yards. And that'll keep the clock running. 5 minutes, 15 seconds here from Leo. Yeah, Mike Walker along with Steve Roberts, AllenCountyVoice.com.
Hensinger does that a few more times, and the time's going to click off very quickly. New Haven probably, I think Steve left with 2 timeouts. They had to call that one when Moore had to go out. But 4:59 to go. Big pickup by Hensinger there, making it second down, and looks like 1 to me, even though the board says 2.
Yeah, I think if they are able to pick up a first down here and then 1 more, that should likely do it. They might need a total of 3. I'm thinking 2. It's going to be Hensinger, and he trips. I think Kloffenstein might have actually tripped him after the exchange. They might have crossed shoelaces there, but nonetheless, even a short loss makes it 3rd and short for the Lions, 3rd and about 2. But the biggest thing for the Lions is the clock running down right now. 4 minutes, 22 seconds and counting. And they want to. If you're the Leo Lions, that thing is going as slow as can be.
Yeah,
and if you're on the other side of the field, who's running that?
Who's running that clock?
Why is it going so fast?
Slow it down. Kloffenstein did clip feet. I saw Kloffenstein give the my bad over to the sideline.
Ah, yeah. So a technical footwork error. And now Kloffenstein is going to pitch it out to Hensinger, gets the edge, and like we talked about earlier, run it to the outside. New Haven has not been able to match up with the speed of Leo going east and west.
No, a lot of chunks of yardage picked up on the outside of the Bulldog defense. So anytime Leo's tried to go up the middle, New Haven's pretty much dealt with it. But anything on the outside, like you said, Steve, Leo's picked up some big gainers. A big play right there, big first down.
So a brief stoppage of the clock, but now it picks up at 3:52 and counting. So you got to think they're going to chew the clock. If they are able to get about one more touchdown, that would be nice for the Lions.
That would be
one more
the game.
first down. That should probably wrap it up as the number 12 ranked New Haven Bulldogs taking on the number 11 ranked Leo Lions. Hensinger kind of stutter steps, finds himself about 3 yards.
That's okay. That's still a positive gain, and I like what Kloffenstein's doing. He's keeping his eye on the play clock, and he took that play clock all the way down to about 3 seconds before he took the snap. So he's eating all the time up he can every time.
Play clock just started now. It's down to 20 seconds exactly, so he should be able to run that down inside the 2 minutes and 50-second range as we come up on 3 minutes exactly right now and counting in the fourth quarter. 2nd down and 8 from the 37. Kloffenstein under center. Let's see if they try to stretch it again. Nope, they go up the gut, and it's Hensinger again. So, again, I'm not trying to be Nostradamus or Miss Cleo by any means, but I did call a healthy dose of Hensinger this game, and that's exactly what the Lions have done. Whether it's been inside or outside, they have had more success in burning the edges, but he's also been able to pick up real chunky yards up the gut.
Yeah, and has held on to the ball. He had that one slip up there early in the first quarter where he fumbled when Leo was knocking on the end zone door, but since then, the Lions have been pretty sure-handed and not turned the ball over. So New Haven forced to call a timeout. They burned their second timeout with 2:42 to go. Leo with a 17-6 lead here in the fourth quarter.
Quick word from Marcos.
You know that Marco's Pizza in downtown Leo offers delicious pizza. But did you also know they have wings, subs, bread, and many other items that are also delicious? And did you know you could order online at marcospizza.com? And did you know they have catering to help out with that party, meeting, or any event? And did you know they have carry-out and delivery? Well,
and did you know that that's all that we love to eat here on The Voice is Marco's Pizza? Marcos.com, 260-627-2227 is the number to call. Third down and a short 4, maybe a long 3, who knows. And it's a fake this time. It's a bootleg, and this is Kloffenstein getting to the outside. He's got a block on the edge to Lambright, and he's going to try and take it all the way down, and he does get himself a huge chunk of game, a huge chunk of yardage. And that was a beautifully designed play and a perfect time to call it. Very much appreciated on the call by Coach Souter.
And a precarious run because Kloffenstein slipped on his cut, almost went down for about a 6 or 7 yard loss, but he was able to maintain his balance, and he kept on his feet, broke it to the outside, and made a huge gainer. And for all intents and purposes, that's probably going to do it because it's going to be real tough for New Haven to come back at this position of the field.
Right. It was, again, a beautifully called play by Coach Souter. Couldn't have been a more perfectly timed call. A fake handoff to the right, a naked boot to the left. However, you might want to baby step that next time with the field conditions the way it is. As you mentioned just now, he had a little bit of a slip, but was able to not fall on his face. Takes a guy around the outside, had one man to beat on the outside, and then it's late in the game. He was caught. You know, he's not going to outrun everybody all the time, so we'll give him a little slack.
But that play did take New Haven completely by surprise, and if Trey doesn't slip, he may have went the distance there.
This is true.
That slip let the defense come back in on the play.
2-minute warning, which doesn't exist in high school, but that's your warning, folks. We have a minute and 54 seconds left here on The Voice. Tonight, Friday night lights, whatever other cliches you want to call. Hensinger up the gut, and he is
drilled.
He got brutalized by number 5, the guy we've talking about all night running the ball and being a big target receiver-wise, Mr. number 5, Tremont Jackson.
But you know what? As big a hit as that was, Hensinger popped right up and said, let's keep playing ball, boys. Good hit, let's go.
Indeed. Not to take anything away from Hensinger. Of course, it was a hard run, but he was just mad. And of course, Tremont Jackson didn't wrap. He did the old Bob Sanders, hit him as hard as you can, push him out with your forearms, let him fly.
That was a big hit. That was a decleater almost.
This time it's Clevis Parker up the gut. Now we're down to a minute even and counting. So it looks like it's going to do it. A pretty solid game.
Very solid game. And I think I made the call there early on. A lot of people I heard talking about how high scoring this game was going to be, and I disagreed.
And you were right.
So I thought the defenses were going to show up. Both of these defenses are pretty salty, and they both kept the offenses at bay.
Yeah, indeed. I made some great calls about the edge that they got, some healthy dose of Hensinger. You made a great call about the low score when it turned out the first play from scrimmage was almost a touchdown. So that was nearly a throw-off right there. But basically, in all actuality, we're pretty much the best announcers to call a football game that there is.
I'm gonna have to agree.
As far as how to analyze the game, how to call it.
I don't know how you do it much better.
Predict it. 17-6. I actually had 17-6 as my predicted score.
Well, and I had 6-17. So
there you go.
What are you going to do?
Anyway, shout out to Paul Newberg if you're still watching.
Dr. Paul Newberg.
Dr. Paul Newberg of the Newberg Family Practice here.
Which I did forget in all the calamity here of the game to if there are any complaints about anything, any of the guys in the truck, any of the audio, any of the video, please send those complaints to Coach Paul Newberg. He will appreciate those. We'll throw a number up on the screen in a little bit that you can reach his cell phone.
Absolutely. All right,
that
folks,
does it.
That'll do it from the Lions field,
it doesn't quite do
the jungle. Well, that'll do it game-wise. We got a couple of things to talk about afterward.
We still have 18.3. Leo, they do turn the ball over on down, so New Haven does have a play here or two. So we got a little bit of a premature that will do it call.
I meant that will do it for the offensive side.
Exactly, because we don't make mistakes. here on The Voice.
And in case you're going to be in Bluffton, listen to this, folks.
The 2015 Bluffton Street Fair will soon be here, Tuesday, September 22nd through Saturday the 26th, with daily and nightly activities to keep kids of all ages entertained. From parades like the Opening Day Parade, Decorated Golf Cart Parade, Antique and Classic Car Parade, Industrial Parade, and the High School Marching Band Parade, horse and pony shows, musical groups, Poor Jack amusements with special wristband days, the Street Fair Band, idol competitions, local vendors, and did I mention food? Plenty of it! The Bluffton Street Fair starting September 22nd. Visit BlufftonStreetFair.com for a complete list of activity.
All right, BlufftonStreetFair.com. Did he mention food, by the way?
He did.
Did he mention food?
The Bluffton Street Fair is always a great time.
Sure. Where can you get fair food other than a fair? On the street, nonetheless.
Apparently in Bluffton.
So Carroll 24, Homestead 17. And we have a pickoff to end, proverbially end the game. And that was Jason Gauze picking off to Sean Moore.
Game is still not over. We have 11
That'll do it for that series. As I said,
seconds.
Bringing you some other scores from around the greater Fort Wayne, northern Indiana area. Carroll 24, Homestead 17. Or maybe that's a 3. I think it's a 3. 13. East Noble 21-0 over DeKalb so far in the fourth. Wayne at Southside, or one or the other, 7-6 in the third. And Snyder and Concordia, don't call them cadets, 34-24.
I'll tell you what.
So that's we saw a 6-0 lead from the
Concordia. And they have scored since then. They held on to that 6 points for quite a while. But like Steve, we kind of talked about this game last week, how big it's going to be. I'm looking at that East Noble score, and we're looking at the Lions playing at East Noble here. And, again, both teams undefeated, so the games are going to continue to get bigger as we roll, but that's going to be a great game between the Lions and the East Noble Knights.
Yeah, so we'll take a quick break, get a word in from our sponsor, come back with some end-of-game stats, as well as a TW Fable YMCA.
Greater Fort Wayne YMCA Player of the Game.
All right, we'll be back in just a moment, folks, on The Voice.
And order online or call them at 627-2227. That's 627-2227. Marco's Pizza in downtown Leo. Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back wrapping up the game. I still have the Subway St. Francis scoreboard. And there it is. It's a final.
Big win, yeah, for the Leo Lions here, Steve. We just talked about it.
So I said a minute ago, Mike, 2 words, test passed.
Test
if
passed.
You're the Lions. We had an opening game in South Bend, a 3-game Homestead, and this is the tail end of that. So from here on out, the Leo Lions are going to be on the road, at home, on the road, at home. That trend is going to continue throughout the season. And just waiting for some end-of-game stats brought to you by Mr. Brian Kaler and Lee Houts. And we'll have some of those here for you. But we saw a really well-played game on both parts. There were some turnovers, but they weren't they weren't the way that we thought they were going to be.
No, and I don't think either one really hurt either team. So turnovers didn't really play a big factor in the game that I thought they might. But yeah, like you said, Steve, a big a test passed here by the Lions tonight. This is a game that Leo didn't have last year, playing in the ACAC conference. We've talked about it before. So New Haven came in and provided a really stiff test, and I think the New Haven kids are a little bit surprised at how good the Leo defense tonight was.
I would agree.
They've been running pretty much roughshod over everybody they've played, but Leo came in and contained their big three for the most part. Other than just a couple of big plays by New Haven, the Leo defense shut down the Bulldogs.
Yeah, you had big Jahan Allen getting in there, wreaking some havoc. He didn't see the field the whole game. A big guy like that's not going to play every down, which is fine. You don't need him to play every down.
Because he's
with
playing
the weapons
offensive
that
line.
you have, right?
Yeah.
With the defensive line as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's not going to play every down on defense. But he was in there and created a huge fumble, and it was nearly a fumble 6 with. Mason Kern picking up the ball, going all the way down to like the 2-yard line. The Lions were eventually able to score on that. So points off turnover, 7. That could have been a 10-6 ball game, 10-7 if they would have made the extra point.
Crucial part of the game right there. And again, a lot of names called defensively for the Lions tonight, so it was a great defensive team effort by Leo. I mean, you heard Sauer's name, you heard Kern's name, obviously Lambright, Winglikowski, Johnson. So I'm just trying to think of a couple more right offhand, but some guys that made some good stops and made some big plays to keep that New Haven high-powered, potent offense untracked.
Yeah, so again, Steve Roberts and Mike Walker here with the post-game show. Brought to you by YMCA of Greater Fort Wayne.
Now it's time to pick the player of the game, sponsored by the YMCA of Greater Fort Wayne. The Y encourages everyone to have fun and build character. Check into the Learn, Grow, and Thrive before and after school child care program at your area YMCA. So, Mr. Roberts.
Mr. Walker.
This is the point of the program where we do have to select a player of the game. And I think we briefly talked about it. I'm not sure if you were in agreement with me, but I'm going to let you go ahead.
All right.
And pick who you think was the most valuable player in tonight's big matchup between the New Haven Bulldogs and the Leo Lions.
All right, I will do that, guaranteed, after a word from our sponsors.
Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. They want to provide you protection from the unfortunate things that can happen and often do happen. The cheapest insurance is often not the best.
Visit online at grabellinsurance.com or stop in the office on Pony Express Run inside the Mercantile Office Park, directly across from Higher Grounds Coffee House, and see Ray Gage or Arnie Myers. Grable Insurance is a proud sponsor of East Allen County High School athletics.
Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com.
All right, folks, we're back to wrap it up with the YMCA of Greater Fort Wayne, Indiana. Player of the game. We debated, and we debated. You can make a case for Craig Kloffenstein. A great game, a lot of passing yards, nimble on his feet, couple of key plays.
He made some first downs, too, on some quarterback sneaks. Also scored a touchdown on a quarterback keeper.
Absolutely. But if you want to tip the cap, I think the tip of the cap has to go to Tyler Hensinger. I'm not just saying that because I said he was going to get a big dose. But they did. They got a healthy dose of Hensinger. First play from scrimmage goes for almost 50 yards. And he was just able to have his way. There was very few stops for losses on Hensinger, and Coach Jared Souter was able to exploit that, especially by getting him to the edge when going up the gut just wasn't working.
Yeah, nothing wrong with Hensinger getting the player of the game. He was a beast tonight. He's probably going to feel this game a little bit tomorrow. He took a couple of shots there, one at the end of the game.
He did.
But he pops right back up. He's a gamer. He loves the contact. He's a tough kid. He had a great running night. Did score a touchdown as well for the Lions. We don't have his stats for his total yards.
Yeah, our stat guy, Brian Kaler, fell off the face of the planet in the second half.
He's probably in the truck. I see him down there right now. He's heading to the truck. That's what he's doing. You know, he's going to eat some pizza. And I can understand it.
Well, sure.
So anyway, Steve, great night of football. We knew it was going to be a good game. We were in for a good one. Low-scoring contest. Defenses really came out and played really well tonight. The Lions, though, have the advantage now in the conference, along with East Noble. So that matchup is going to be key.
And that's going down next week at East Noble. Kevin Yale, KJ, and myself will likely have the call for you. Folks here on Allen County Voice, if you're tuning in and you can't make it up to Kendallville, that will be the second part of the test. So here's the first half of the test, really, for the season in the conference for the Lions. And so far, test passed. And we'll see how it shakes out next week. So for Mike Walker and myself, Steve Roberts, on AllenCountyVoice.com here from the jungle, the final score, Leo 17 and New Haven 6.
Thanks for tuning in, folks.
Have a good night, everybody.